Hello, this is Right Side Trader. Today is April 24th, 2026, and this is my weekly market review. Where I'm reviewing the NASDAQ 100, that's QQQ, on a quarterly chart, monthly chart, weekly chart, and a daily chart. This is all for educational purposes only, no trade recommendation, because as we all know, trading is risky. You can lose money at trading, so please check with your financial advisor. Please check with your significant other, and make sure trading is something that is suitable for you. All right, let's move to these charts and see what we see today other than all-time highs. All right, maximize this quarterly chart, and what we see is a big green candle and closing near the high on this quarterly chart. How close are we to that R1? We're not too far away from that R1, so next week I kind of almost expect us to actually cross 700. All right, let's go down to our monthly chart and see what we see there. On this monthly chart, again, at this resistance, yeah, that's at 670. So we should get past 670 if this market keeps going like it's going. We are above the 910 moving average. That's that blue line that you see on there. Let me bring up my highlight, my marker, and my pointer, see if it's going to come up and all. And there it is. Again, I'm looking at this line right here. We are above that at this time. We're above this whole high level that I was talking about before. And like I said, now I don't see us looking back. I see us just going higher for some time now. Let's just wait and see what's going to happen here and see how far this thing is going to go. All right, let's go ahead and go down to our weekly chart, see what we see there. On this weekly chart, boom, boom, boom. Like I said before, we had 3 huge weeks. This week wasn't quite as big as the previous week, but still a big green week to the upside. That's this week right here. We are on, like I said, last week when I was looking at these things on this weekly picture, these are monthly pivots, and like I said, reaching an resistance 3 level where you kind of expect the market might take a turnaround at or take a pull back. We're almost there. We do have about 1 more week in this month. Let me just double check my calendar. And I'm going to double check my calendar. I have to check over here because the way this thing is. Yeah, we do have 1 more week. And also, that's the only thing that I can see slowing this market down right now is this red line up here. And it's this one right here. Make sure I'm pulling the right one. These are monthly pivots. And usually when we get to an R3 level, the market gives us a little bit of a pullback. So that's the only thing that I can see. But again, I have seen the market just blow through that level and close even higher above that. It doesn't happen too often, but it does happen. That's what we see. We can see here. Again, just higher and higher is all I'm seeing now. Let's go ahead and go down to our daily noise and see what we see there. Let's zoom in here. And on this daily picture, it was kind of like a rough week, a little bumpy week and all. But in the end, we closed near a high. Today, Friday, this market shot on up, got above on these week. Like again, above pivot, my whole thing, above pivot, stay above pivot. Those first few couple of days, we did get kind of crazy sideways. We popped up and then a little, almost a bearish harami and all. But again, we wiped that out and make sure there was no confirmation, and we closed up near a resistance 1 level. We had pretty wide pivots because of the big move that we had last week. That's what's kind of expected. And as we can see, we closed near all-time highs. So again, I do expect this market to continue doing what it's doing. Come next week, I do see us look like we should be opening above pivot, which is this line right here. And then our next closest target that we see, like I said, we're going to be close to let's see what, I want to pull this all the way back. Whoa. That'd be crazy. On the big picture, it looked like this thing could go to 700 and all. So again, that's more of should be a quarterly target than what I expect maybe next week. Come next week, we will be opening around 700 is only, where we at? We at 640. 664. So we only $36 away, less than $36 away, and $36 is not a lot for the way the Qs have been moving lately. Let's just take a quick look at that, and I'm going to go ahead and wrap this on up because I want to take a look at that. Again, we got, like I said, we got 1 more week here, and by the week, can we hit 700? That would be above a resistance 3 level come next week. number one. And that'll be crazy if that actually happens. So again, and the thing is, these pivots are a little bit closer because the price range this week wasn't as great as it was the previous week. So again, is it possible? I want to look at one thing. I was getting ready to look at one more thing here. I want to do this, and I was going to do this, and I want to see how much did we move this week. We moved, we're at just $17, but let me look at the last week. Let's look at this week. From open to close. Last week, we moved, oh man, I hate it when it does that. Let's do it this way then. See if it'll get up, 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 up. I want to do it this way. And that week it moved $39, $40. So a $30, $40 move is not out of the picture. Let's see if it's going to happen next week. See if we can cross 700 next week. I know that's where all the sellers will be at that round number 700, and trying to keep it below that. But that still will get it above an R3 level. So let's just wait and see what's going to happen here. This is all I have this week. Again, this market is going crazy, 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 and all I can do is just see it going higher, 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 and that's what I see here. That's all I got this week. Again, this is Right Side Trader. Hope you guys had a great week. Hope you guys have a great weekend, and I'll talk to you next week. Have a good one. Bye.